you don't want to take ADHD meds. Maybe you get undesirable side effects. Maybe they're not available in your country thanks to legal or supply chain issues. Or maybe you're some sort of flowery hippie who wants to avoid doing business with the industry and organizations that brought us classic events like thalidomide babies, the opioid epidemic, asbestos-contaminated baby powder, the largest criminal fines in history, and collusion with governments around the world to hold their citizens hostage over a pretty bad cold one time. Whatever your reason, I've got
good news, everyone!
There's a lot you can do to treat your ADHD without meds. Before we get into any hacks, habits, or strategies, we need to get our mindset right. See, 10 years ago, I was starting my wellness journey, and I had no idea I had ADHD. I remember at the recommendation of a few adults picking up a copy of The Artist's Way. Early in the book, it recommends you write 2 pages in your journal every day. Sounds easy enough. Within a week, I'd gone from 2 pages to a couple of paragraphs, and most of them started with, "Way to go, Liam, you're not really doing that good on your journaling habit." I gotta say, this shaming behavior wasn't very motivating or effective. Like many people with undiagnosed ADHD, I was sure I was lazy. I questioned my work ethic, and I was also sure I had to bully myself into productivity. Isn't that what discipline means? Soon enough, I was writing things like, "Dear Diary, it's been 3 weeks since you wrote in your planner. Way to go." And I just stop it there. I just shame myself and get out. That is not a recipe for building a strong habit. This wasn't working. I knew if I wanted to achieve something, I needed a boss or a leader in my mind, but the one I recruited for the job was a bully and a tyrant. He belittled my efforts. He rarely acknowledged my successes, set vague or unrealistic expectations. It was natural that I didn't want to work for this guy. Thankfully, learning about my ADHD helped me to reevaluate how this strategy was working. Somehow it seemed more excusable for me to belittle a normal person than a person with a mental condition. I was finally able to let a new boss take the lead in my mind. I realized bullying isn't what I needed. I needed understanding. The new boss I hired to run my mind is different. Before I tell you about my new boss, let me invite you to take a minute and ask yourself, what kind of boss do you have running your mind? What are the qualities of a boss that you'd love to work for? How would things be different for you if you let your perfect boss run the show? If you're committed to getting your life on track, you'll need to become a leader to yourself. There's no one but you that can get your life on track, so you need to make sure the method and mindset you're using is effective. Now, I've heard some dramatic takes, people saying things like, "I really need someone to ride my ass," or "I really need someone to hold a gun to my head and tell me to move." But honestly, has that ever worked for you? Like, maybe it helped you get a task or 2 done, tired, anxious, burnt out, and full of doubt. But is success just task completion? Or does success have to do with feeling like you've given your best and used your talents to be of service in the world? Is success an outcome or the consequential state of mind? Has a mean bully or boss ever helped you get things done in a way that felt good? Really? Have you ever hated yourself into creating something you loved? I realized my ideal boss is actually a leader. They are kind, they are encouraging and curious. They set challenging but reasonable and clear expectations. They are flexible when we find my weaknesses, and they make use of my strengths as much as possible. They motivate me through inspiration, not fear and shame. Thanks to this mindset shift, I was finally able to build life-changing routines and habits that rebuilt my confidence, so I could actually, literally, finally become my own boss. Designing a life where my ADHD was a natural gift that didn't need pharmaceutical intervention. This boss changed everything. I call this the Be Your Own Boss exercise. How about you? If this resonates with you, I encourage you to seriously take some time to write about it or talk it through with someone. And frequently check in with yourself and ask, how can I be more like my ideal boss? Changing the boss inside your head could be the key that unlocks a whole cascade of changes that will transform your life with ADHD. Now that you've got the right boss running the show, you're ready to learn the question that worked like a cheat code for my mind and enabled me to develop good habits with ease and excitement. But that'll be the next video, so either subscribe and wait for it, or if now is the future, click on the box that is appearing around the screen. Thank you so much for watching.